The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello students, how are you all? Fine, okay. So I hope you all are studying for an exam. Study well, okay. So last class we have discussed about the relational database management system, is it? And we have discussed about what is the database management system and the components of the RDBMS, is it? Accessing the RDBMS system, that is how we can operate the RDBMS system. Is it using a particular language we can access the RDBMS system. So that language is known as structured query language. So this chapter we are going to study about what is the keywords and how we can use the program to access the RDBMS system. Okay, so let's start our session. Fine. So the chapter's name is structured query language, that is SQL. Okay. So generally SQL is used to managing the RDBMS system and it is generally known as structured English query language, that is known as SQL, and it is changed into SQL. Okay. And the next one is the features of SQL. So using SQL language we can access the database section, is it? So it is not a programming language, clear? And like C and C++. Okay, and here we can use a particular comments, a keyword, okay, to access the contents in the database, like create, delete, okay, like that. And next one is how the main RDBMS softwares we can access through this SQL program. Okay, the main softwares are Oracle, SQL, MySQL, Sybase, Informix. Okay, like that we can use this language in these softwares. Okay, so the next is, so SQL, it is a non-procedural language. That means we have not a particular method to write. You can directly use the commands to access the contents. We'll see while discussing the program. Okay, and here mainly it ensures the data security and you can use the permission to access the control in this RDBMS system using this comments. Okay, and it provides a different views. We have discussed about the 3 views in an RDBMS system. What are the? Physical level, logical level and view level, is it? Okay, so we can access these contents through this language or the comments. Okay, and the next is the components of SQL. Mainly these keywords or the comments which we have differentiated into 3 sections. The first one is data definition language, and another one is data manipulation, and the third one is data control language. So the first one is the data definition language. What is the comments? It is including in this. So the comments which we are using to define the structure or the schema of the database. Okay, and here these comments we are generally used that modify, create, remove, like that the words or the comments we are using in that. Okay, so that is the data definition language. And here the comments create, alter and drop is the main DDL comments. Clear? During exam they will ask you about the DDL comments, or else they will ask to explain the DDL comments. Clear? Okay. So mainly we have 3 components in SQL. First one is DDL, second one is DML, and another one is DCL. So the next one is here data manipulation language. By the word you can understand manipulating the content. We can use the comments to manipulate the content. So what are the main comments here? Delete, or we can modify the contents, or we can insert the contents like that. Okay, that is the word here, DML. Mainly we are using select. If you want to select a table means you can use that word. If you want to include a words or data means you can use insert, update and delete like that. If you want to manipulate the content in a table means you can use it. So these are the data manipulation language or the commands. Okay, and the last one is data control language. Here by the word also you can understand controlling the database. How we can control the database administrator? He can control using this words. That means to get main DCL command is grant and revoke. That means the database administrator will provide a permission to access. Revoke means he can close or block the user by using this command. Okay, the main DCL command is grant and revoke. So by this we can maintain the security in a particular database system. Okay, clear. So these are the main components. Generally we have discussed about the SQL commands. Okay, and the next one is the working of MySQL. So we are using MySQL software to access this database system. Okay, so using MySQL, how we can use this? So it is also an RDBMS system. We know that, is it? So here MySQL, it is released by an open source license. That means we can use any platform, Windows or Ubuntu or Linux. Okay, so like this it provides a high security for the database system. And here it is accessing with the different operating system and the different programming language. Mainly it is used with the PHP language. Okay, so that's why we are accessing the contents through online nowadays. Okay. So these are the main features of the MySQL system. Clear? Let's say software. Okay. So how we can work with the MySQL software? We are working in Ubuntu. Okay. So here, after opening Ubuntu, you can go to application, accessories and terminal. You can open that. You can directly type the code. Or else we have the applications. Go to application, programming in the section. You can select MySQL. You can type the content in that. Clear? So these are the steps how we can use this MySQL. For practical we are using this software, that is MySQL. Clear? And how we can create a data. So here is the syntax to create a database. You can create the DDL command, create, and here the database is it the keyword, and here you can give the database name. Okay, and here the terminal window is displayed here. Like this you can type the content. So MySQL prompt, that is we have opened the MySQL program, and here you have typed the create database, that is school database you have created. So if it is correct means it will give a message query, that means it is known as queries, is it? And OneDrive is activated or affected it is. Okay, so it is correct now, or else it will show the error. Okay, so like this, after creating the database, you have to use this database or you have to open this database. Okay, so what is the command for that? So you have to activate this database. For that you are using the command use database, that is known as opening the database. Okay, here you have using the command use, and you have to just type the database name. So this is the example, use school. School is the database name. Okay, and next, so after creating the database, you have to check if the database is created or not. If you want me, you can just type the command show. Okay, and the database name. So here you have to give show database, so you can get the details of the particular database. It is created. Okay, what is the database name? Clear? So you can get the details of the database by giving the keyword show database. Okay, so we have created the database using create, is it? And another one is you have to use the or activate the database, that is the name, use the database name, is it? And another one is you have to see the structure, means you can use that show database. Clear? These things we are typing in the MySQL terminal. Okay. And another one is the data types in SQL language. So in every programming language, in SQL also we have the data types. Okay. So what are the different data types here? So generally we have the data types: numeric data type, string data type, and date and time. We are maintaining the database contents. So we have the date and time options and the string content and the numbers, is it? So generally it is divided into three sections: numeric data types, string data type, and another one is date and time. So the first one is numeric data types. That means generally we have the three type of integer or numeric data type. The first one is integer. We can identify it using int or integer keyword. So generally it includes the positive and negative values. Okay. So here we have the integer data type, means we can include the negative or positive values. Okay. And next one is decimal value. We know that it is with the floating point values. Okay, with the negative or positive values. So if you want to identify this in decimal value, means you can give the keyword decimal or else DEC and the size. That means if it is 5 integer or 5 letters, means you can use the 5 value size you can give, and D means the decimal values. Okay. So if you display in a particular column, it is under attribute, you can specify that it should be the similar content. Okay, if it is 10 values, means the 10 values have the same structure. If it is 5 and 2, means these values should be 5 and 2. If it is the 10 rows should be this type. Okay, so these are the things, and here D represents the decimal values. Okay, and another one is the example of this. If it is 5, means you can find numbers after that 2 decimal values. Okay, you can use the keyword DEC or decimal to represent the floating point numbers. Okay, and here you can see the different data type and the usage of that, and its values and the storage bytes. Okay, here we have the tiny integer, small integer, medium integer, like that. Okay, floating point numbers and double means the lengthy floating point values, and decimal multiple values. Okay, store exact precision values. If you want to be a precision content, we can use the different data types. Okay, so these are contents about the numeric data type. Okay, and next we have the string data type. In this we have a 3 set of contents. That means the character, that is a single contents. And here character, if you are representing the character, you can use char for character. Okay, if you are representing the string, means you can use string, and you can give the value the length of that bits. If you want to enter 50 letters word, means you can use string, that is 50. Or else, so next one is variable character. Okay, that means it varies the length. That means if you are entering 30 letters of word, means it will adjust the 30 memory space. Okay, if you are given where the size is 50, means it will adjust the number of characters which we have entered. Okay, but in string it will include how much value you have given the size of that memory space. It will include that much content in the database. Okay, if you are representing var, means it will adjust according to its string value. Okay, and the next one is the date and time data type. If you are including the date and time, you have the set of date and time content. So here date will represent in the year, month and date mode, or else it will be date, month and year mode. We can enter this type of values. While declaring the database attributes value, you can include these content. We'll see during the practical problems. Okay, so here is the date type, and here the next one is time. Here you can see the time data type. That means you can include the time in hour, minute and seconds format. These are the different data types which we are discussing in this SQL programming language. Okay, so clear students? Okay, fine. So we have discussed today how we can use the database comments and what are the different components of SQL program, is it, and the different data types. Okay, so complete your notes and study well.